Browns talk. Guardians updates beginning at noon.
Yes.
First pitch, 12:07.
Nice crowd had it that way.
Very good crowd. Coming in this morning, you could feel that buzz downtown. You could feel it around Progressive. Everything is set for the 3-game wild card series. I hate to say this, but I will, because oftentimes when this is the case in sports, we talk about it a lot on this show. Whenever everything looks like you know what's going to happen, the opposite happens.
Right.
And that might benefit the Browns on Sunday. But the Guardians have every advantage on paper going into this series. Better batting average, better record. All the games are at home, better pitching staff. Sometimes crazy things happen in sports. You got to play the games on field, not on paper.
That's right.
So they've got to somehow find a way to win these 2 games, which they should win, and then move on. DeQuell Jackson is on the program. Pre-written headlines. McNugget sent a text out last night, I believe, and today, saying these are the best of the year so far. Everybody has upped their game when it comes to writing these headlines before the game. Mike Polk, I mentioned what he's going to do. Also, I can't wait to see your interview with Mike Fratello. I've always enjoyed Mike, both as a coach, as a commentator, and now as an observer of the game. Very curious to hear what he has to say about this team and its makeup.
And shout out to Brad for getting these interviews. Bro.
Yeah,
That's 2 in a row.
Boy, connected, ain't he?
He's like Morley Safer.
I respect you, OG. You up there getting,
I was drafted, bro. Like okay.
He like around there. He gonna get the information.
Like, let's get it out here.
He gonna go get the info.
Yeah, we're friends. They call them friends of the program.
Oh, we talked to Brad. All right, we're starting today's show with a final look at this Chargers-Browns matchup. We want the final storylines, things that you guys think are going to decide this football game. And I want to start with Myles Garrett. Do we have the tag board from Myles yesterday at practice?
Yep.
The big news yesterday was, for the first time since the car accident, he was back out on the field. And if you have any questions about whether or not he looks ready to go, I don't see any problems with him there.
They look good. I wonder if he's getting a shot in his shoulder.
There you go.
I don't know. We don't know how severe it was.
I had to.
But look, he didn't hold back hitting these bags. Now, he didn't use his right arm to hit the second bag, which is what I noticed.
That right arm.
So watch the video one more time. I don't know if he hit it on the first couple. See, we only he didn't hit it on that last
His right
one.
arm's kind of chicken winged out a little bit.
Yeah.
Watch him again. We're gonna let it play one more time. Watch his right arm on that first one specifically.
Yeah, it happened so quickly. Boom. I mean, the dummy did fall. So, I mean, he couldn't have tapped it.
I mean,
we're going to have to wait until Sunday.
I mean, he's not 100%. He's not going to.
I'll take a 90%. I'll take an 80% Myles Garrett.
After seeing that game last week, he has to. I think
he's got to go.
I mean, it's a couple of reasons. One, he's seen how the D-line looked and how bad it looked. And 2, he kind of owes this team because of the decisions that he made. So this is his way of paying back.
Do they look at it like that in the clubhouse, do you think, in the locker room?
Yeah, you got to. I mean, you got to think about it. Before this season started, we came out and said we have to be the strength of this team because of the situation that we're in at quarterback. Yeah. And you go make a decision like that, you handicapped us. So it's like, I mean, yeah, we happy that you're okay. It was a terrible event, but like, we need you, bro. Like, last week clearly showed that we need you out here. We can't really do this without you. Right. So I think it's his way of saying, listen, I know I messed up. I know I'm not 100%, but I go out there because y'all my brothers and I owe y'all that at least.
As a defensive lineman, he's ain't nothing wrong with his legs. His legs
not at all.
Fine. But here's the problem. Everything you do in defensive lineman is punching.
Yeah.
Your arms.
It's punching.
Yes, it is.
It's extending. It's getting people off you. It's moving with your hands, right? It's setting people up, coming up underneath. I ain't see none of that. I ain't see no rips. I ain't see none of that. This arm was down here like this because, I'm protecting that punch. Mm-hmm. You can punch and that thing lock up on you. Plus, he got the bicep on the same side. Mm-hmm. So it's like, to me, if you can't use your hands, that's the worst thing possible because you can't get off blocks. You can't extend and punch. You can't change the line of scrimmage. So he may play and he may be out there as a 50, 60%. But if he can't use his hands, that ain't gonna work.
Not at all.
They're gonna need them. They're gonna need all of them, whatever they can get. There was another question that was rolling around early this week about, and Aditi brought it up on the program. She said, I haven't heard any talk about any punishment, any internal punishment in terms of suspension. Should he even play for Myles Garrett?
Suspended what?
Conduct that hurt the team.
He driving home. That's it.
The players,
Recklessly.
the players
He's
association.
he off the clock. He going home.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't.
a lot of things can happen off the clock, though, where teams can punish the players for it.
what he was doing is not criminal.
Yeah.
And I'm not advocating that the Browns should suspend him or should fine him.
But here you can't.
but
I think what happened in the situation was kind of punishment.
This is not a totalitarian state. Excuse me. First of all, he on his way home, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's it. His penalty was going faster than he should be in a microstorm area on a street with a car that's souped up. I mean, that could have happened to anybody.
It
could've happened to anybody.
I'll say this. Let me give you an example. Just use me, right? If I'm driving home, right, and I'm driving home from here, and I'm going faster than I'm supposed to be, it's a little slick. I have an accident or whatever. I get done. You know what I'm saying? After I get healed up or whatever, I'm out a couple shows. Steve called me and said, "Hey, man, I know you got in an accident, but we're going to have to sit you down for about a month." And you're going to say, "A month for what?"
That's exactly what you're going to say.
Like,
For
for
what?
Like, for what? Like, I wasn't drinking.
Yeah.
I ain't had no marijuana. I ain't had no drugs in the car.
Yeah.
Like, they would be like, well, no, you was just going a little too much fast for our liking. People would be like, come on, bro, you can't.
The difference with that is the Players Association be on their butts, right?
Yeah.
Right. I left the building. I'm done. I'm headed
The irony
home.
of it is that when you punish someone, it's usually twofold.
The punishment-
One, you want them to feel the pain for their actions that hurt the team.
Yeah.
But secondly, you want to try to thwart future bad behavior. And one of the things we talked about was, and we don't know, this is all speculation.
Right.
He had 7 speeding tickets going back 3 years, 4 years, whatever it was. This is who he is. This is habitual. Once, okay, that's an accident once. Twice is a pattern. 3 times is a problem. 7 times, there are alarm bells going off everywhere. The only reason I bring that up is sometimes as a parent, when you punish your child, you don't do it for the satisfaction of getting over on them.
Yeah.
You do it for the purpose of sending the message to them that you love them.
Yes.
And that this behavior is not tolerable. And he's a grown man. He doesn't need to be told that
That's
his
the
actions
difference.
can kill him. Yeah, but it's the difference. But that message hasn't been received
Well, the
yet.
Browns aren't his parents. They're not his parents.
What do you
right?
think?
No, but oddly enough, I had a GM tell me once, I've got 53 kids. He wasn't married and he didn't have kids. He said,
Wait a minute.
I have 53 kids.
Do y'all think, I mean, with the way that this situation went down, where your life was almost, you don't think
That's
that,
the lesson.
That's what I'm saying. You don't think that, like,
That's the lesson.
Hope.
I would think,
Hope.
like, I
And
would
even
think.
if it's not a punishment, Aditi said, look, there should be something. There should be an internal conversation within the organization in
that's
which
fine.
someone.
I get the
I don't
conversation.
want to make it sound like an intervention, but
Yeah.
something where the coach and the GM, maybe the owner, people can get together with them and say,
Why can't it be
This
his
is
mother? Why
serious.
can't it be his mother and father having that?
I hope it
conversation?
is. No, I hope it is.
Right.
There's no
I'm sure
reason
they
it can't
did.
be.
I said, first of all, we're not going down. I don't think anybody here is advocating going down a road where anybody's policing everybody. That's not what's happening here. Because there's nobody on this panel that know anybody out here in these streets that's driving fast. Right. That's not like a
Well, there's a
a
difference
normal,
between driving fast,
You
though,
know
and
some-
driving recklessly.
Jay,
I drive fast.
There's some people out here, Jay, that you know when they get behind the wheel, they hitting it.
Oh,
They-
for
They
sure.
hitting it.
I
They
know,
hitting it.
I know for a fact.
You ever seen Myles Garrett come out of the Browns parking lot in Berea?
No. I think Jordan come out of the
Did you? You have?
If you're ever over there at the time they're leaving, you hear it and you see it.
I think one of the punishments is, but it's a fair question because I think that there has to be. We got to sit down here because because now your business is exposed.
Sure.
I'm sure they didn't know that he had all these tickets lined up like
Yeah.
that, right? So now we do.
I
What do you
wonder,
do?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Well, no, there'd be
Teams
no
have
way.
investigative arms.
Nah, they ain't that.
I mean, some of those tickets were public, so they
Listen.
knew about some of them.
Well, here's what I'm gonna say.
That's what I'm gonna say.
I know.
It's hard to
for-
hide that stuff.
I know 100% for sure that his family, because I've spoken to them, has talked to him years about
Driving fast.
fast.
Really?
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah.
So that message,
So
at least up until now,
has not been.
at least was
Wait,
delivered.
wait a minute. This like anything else in life, though. You can sit there and talk to somebody till you
Right.
blue in the face.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they're going to do what they're going to do.
No.
And it's one of
I
those
hope
things.
this is a life-changing
No, it's one of
event.
them things that you got to learn for yourself.
The hard way.
Now when
The hard way,
now
yeah.
when I walk into the Porsche dealership, they say, for $400K, You can get this 800 horsepower piece. It's only 2 in the country. And he said, I'll be the one.
No, you're a car dealer. You're a major car dealer. And you have been your whole life.
Yes.
That's why he's like, he ain't done nothing wrong. He's out here driving.
But here's the thing. Yeah, you're right. I want to know how many tickets
He ain't talking for Myles. He talking for himself.
I know, he knows.
went in the Porsche dealership.
What did he do wrong? He's up here driving.
Talk about a whole. This man is over a whole county.
They done got you with that one. It's only
But I will say this. I'll
I've seen a brother turn a shade of red.
Look,
Red's turning red.
Look, Tyvis, that's a nice piece.
It's only
it
two
could be-
of them.
Fastest car you've ever
It could
owned.
be yours.
What's the fastest car you
Slant
ever owned?
nose Porsche.
He is terrible.
Slant nose. Look.
And you top line
Look.
that at some point.
Slant nose.
Look, he got the name for a reason.
There's one.
I knew I was done. This is what I knew I was done. My oldest daughter, 26 now, right? She was born. My ex-wife said, you got to pick her up. So I'm in the Porsche. I put the baby seat in the back.
Bro, that's bad.
She was strapped in.
No van.
Rolling.
No van.
Next up, minivan.
Look, he got to get rid of it. He got to get rid of it, man.
I looked back, I was like, something wrong with this.
He looked back and said priorities. Priorities just popped in this man's head.
Now let me ask you this: you consciously drove safe
Yeah.
when she was in there, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
No, you
Yeah.
definitely.
It's one thing to do it with no cargo.
When you
But
when you by
got another beating
yourself.
heart in that car and you're doing that.
It wasn't fun anymore because you couldn't go fast.
Yeah.
You had to be
Yeah.
careful. And I was like, this is not going to work.
Yeah, and it's no good to own a jet if you're not going to fly.
It's not going to work.
Jay,
Might as well sell it.
there's one reason why the Browns will never, they're not going to say nothing to him or do anything, because the reality of this situation, you already got Deshaun Watson exiled, right? So now you got Myles Garrett. Now they want to suspend him or give him discipline.
I don't think a
Oh, he
suspension.
definitely.
No.
Is it
But-
what shoulder y'all said? Because he got that pad on. He got the shot for
You see
sure.
it. You see it.
I had an AC joint. I used to get the shot before every game. I know what it looked like.
Wow.
The
injury was to his right arm, wasn't it?
Was it?
I'm pretty sure it was.
don't
McNuggets,
know
if we
why-
can,
he
if we
got
can
a-
verify that, I thought it was his right shoulder and
I
bicep.
thought it was right bicep.
I mean, that's what they're working on there. I guess
So
they
he
don't
just
really
so he
stipulate
just
here, but
wears a pad on his left shoulder.
I don't know. I don't know.
Then
I-
you
I
ain't,
mean,
you
he
ain't,
may.
you ain't
You already know
doing
the
nothing.
sign.
But they were working on his right shoulder. The video at the scene, the attention that they were giving him was to his right arm.
I tell you,
We're pulling that back up. Also, Jadeveon Clowney returned to practice today. Just
I
throwing that out
tell
there.
you the other thing.
Okay, now wait a minute. They are looking at the left
I'm
one
about to
too.
say
Yeah.
that.
should have been looking at his whole body. The whole thing. He flipped the doggone. I mean, he was upside down.
No, they are.
multiple times.
No, you're right. That is the left arm. They're paying more attention to.
Ooh, he dazed. Look at him.
It's both. I mean, I'm looking at
Well, the question.
Wait, he injured both shoulders?
Did we even answer? The question is, what was the question? Do they need him for the Chargers? Is that the question?
The question is, will he play? Then the question was, should he play? Let's do
real
this.
quick. It was his left shoulder and his right bicep.
Okay, I'm
Okay,
about to
so
say.
it's both.
I don't listen. I done
left
got the
shoulder,
shot.
right
I know
bicep.
what
G.
it
Bush
looks
is
like.
shaking his head. You don't like that it's both arms.
Man, you ain't. He not punching on nobody. Like he would have to get off.
He would literally be a decoy.
That's hand-to-hand combat up there. Every day, every down when you play on the defensive line, you touching somebody. If you're a cornerback and you got a hurt shoulder, I could still run and play man-to-man coverage.
I'm playing off.
And you can play,
you don't want
I'm not pressing him.
and you can always use the opposite hand. Like, you just want to be in the vicinity. But when you're a linebacker, your shoulder hurt, or you're a D lineman, that's every
And it's
single,
both arms?
Both arms, that's every single play.
I'm gonna tell you what. This how we gonna find out. They gonna take him. He gonna go through these practices, see if he can get through it. Sunday before the game, they gonna put him through that workout. And if he ain't got if he can't show
Got no push.
we can't. You can't go out there.
Let's do confidence meter for the Browns on the win. We'll go 1 to 100. 100, you're certain they're going to win. 1, you're certain they're going to lose. Or 0, I guess.
I like these confidence
Let's go
meters.
confidence meter with Myles Garrett in the lineup, and then confidence meter with Myles Garrett in street clothes.
Like hurt.
Whatever he is,
Right.
Myles Garrett with a helmet on or Myles Garrett in street clothes.
70-72 with Myles Garrett. 49-51, probably the other way, right?
Okay.
You know, no, 49-51 Brown. I'm an avid Browns
So
believer.
without Myles Garrett, you think that they're going to be very, very close?
I think that bringing LA cross country and playing here, there's some redemption. There's something about this team that has some redemptive qualities.
Yeah.
They just don't have enough margin for error. That's the
None
problem.
now,
The margin for error is too small for me.
So you're 70% sure they're going to win if he plays. You're 49% sure they're going to win.
No, 51% sure. I think they're going to beat San Diego.
Wow.
San Diego, LA.
Yeah, you're 50. I know. I'm the same way, bro. Your confidence meter with him and without him?
Is Jadeveon playing?
No. He's got a high ankle
He did just
sprain.
practice.
He practiced.
I know he
Who knows
did,
who's
but
playing.
with the high ankle, you know what that is.
So in this scenario,
I can't have 4 different confidence meters.
So
one with both out, one with both
this
in,
scenario,
one with one
but in
out.
this particular scenario, Jadeveon's not playing.
He's not.
But
I think
Myles Garrett is either in or out. What's my confidence?
Yes.
They ain't gonna run the ball. Well, they're gonna try to run the ball because they put that on tape. So if Myles isn't playing, they're gonna run the ball more than they want to, I think, because of last game. Myles is on the sideline though.
Is there a number here?
Okay, Myles.
So we got to Quell, and he needs to get on it somewhere.
Okay.
So please,
Is there a
for the love
number
of
here?
God, give us an answer.
85% if Myles plays, 62% if Myles don't play.
Damn, you guys are crazy.
Man, if Myles Garrett plays, I give him about a 45% chance of winning. If he's not playing, it's down to 20.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm right about the same way.
Ooh.
If he plays, I'm giving him a 40% chance. If he doesn't play, I'm giving him a 25% chance. DeQuell Jackson, what's your confidence meter? Browns win. If they have Myles Garrett, what is it? And if they don't, what is it?
Yeah, if Myles Garrett, what's up? First of all, what's up, fellas? How you guys
Great
doing?
to see you.
DeQuell.
Great to see you.
Look, fresh shaved head. Love to see it.
Yeah, it is. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Looking clean.
With Myles Garrett playing, I'm probably at like 60% chance they will win this game. I have the LA Chargers winning this game, and 40% if he doesn't play.
All right.
You know, it's just. Yeah, I just LA, the Chargers right now with all the injuries the Browns have on defense. You know, I went back and rewatched that game. Listen, they had Joker playing the Sam position at some point. You know, he was all over the place.